Greetings, Adept. Good to see you in person. I am Vana Scalarian, head of the Mages Guild you so ably serve. I have need of your assistance. Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I need your help. I think you're the only one who can help me see this done. I want you to meet with Razumdar, first in the eyes of the Queen. He'll be at the Mages Guild in Skywatch. Even Iren's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
Seems like just moments ago we were in Dune, yes? It is a good thing Raz is so quick on his feet. Wouldn't want you waiting on him, like we are waiting on the Guildmaster. Yes, Vanus Galerian of the Mages Guild requested your presence. He should be here soon. He begs your assistance with a hopeless task. He seeks to bring the Alliance leaders together for a meeting, one which they will all survive. This is insanity, of course, but the Queen tells Raz to give him whatever he needs. The Queen tells Raz that you speak with her authority, yes? This responsibility is a great one. Better you than Raz. You are aware of what will be involved? Certain communications must be made. Dangerous communications. This will ensure the safety of all. This one may have to delegate. Yes, of course. Cariel will do that. Ah, that was not so hard. Job for Cariel?
No way. Do it
What?
yourself.
Why?
Thrush is a homicidal maniac, and Copper Daria, let's just say I'm not her favorite person.
Why is Copper Daria displeased with Cariel?
I may have collapsed a building on top of her. Accidentally.
Ah, yes. This one forgot about that. Very well. Raz will take care of it. And he will send Copper Daria your warmest regards.
Apologies for my lateness.
Damn it, Raz. Not so close.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces, and if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier. Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Queen Iren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
So Queen Iren sends her personal champion into the stronghold of her greatest enemy. Either she has a lot of faith in you, or she's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak. Debella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him? Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say? That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Iren and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Tell Cariel that I hope to drop in for a visit very soon. From an upper story. She'll know what I mean.
So, you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? To Mournhold, where Skald King Yoren is waiting for us. I'm given to understand that his palace is inaccessible at present. And for a variety of reasons, the Tribunal Temple is inappropriate. He's offered to meet us at the Guild Plaza, shall we?
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the armatures will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions?
Honored Skald King.
You did.
I am here as the
Silence,
personal champion of Queen Iran.
Please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king. Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me. To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want? Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me? Where the Old Flag's army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations. We have much to do. Come. All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit? Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
The word has been given.
A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Third.
It's Lady Laurent!
But please, don't distract me. If I don't finish packing, Lady Laurent will give me quite the talking to.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe! Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbins! Haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit. Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vernus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
This queen of yours is spirited, I'll give her that, but she has no right to force her will upon all of Tamriel. That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. Arce's beard, you're a bold one, but you may be right. If you can convince the barbarian and the child queen to agree, I'll consider it.
With our combined strength, we might have a chance, but our distrust runs too deep. I fear we'll never reach an accord. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. An excellent point. Very well. If you can convince the other leaders, you have my support.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by some Altman lapdog. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. How dare you? I should kill you where you stand. History will remember the Skull King as the bane of Mologbal. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight!
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Julian, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Mologbal!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Eldian!
Protect the leaders, defeat Mologbal's minions, and close the unstable rifts.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
Time has come, champion.
Let's go!
And our protect us all. We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. Quest. Quest! I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all. I have the honest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Cold Harbor, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven. Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nirn? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention. Did I? I don't recall that, but there is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city, rather a drab, empty place at present, but a little paint, a potted plant or two. And honestly, it's not as if you've got a lot of choices right now, so off you go. Sane, that's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing, your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker. You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory. It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs. Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk. Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid king was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nur. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vanus Galarian, the Ayleid king, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here. This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you. You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course. But they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor. You shall require more than... As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust, and who would be willing to join us here. Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid king, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the mage is somewhere in the eastern plain. His exact location is hidden from me. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid king, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness.
They've been captured. I arrived with a few other wizards, conjuration masters. We helped open the portal to Cold Harbor. Unfortunately, we didn't arrive where we expected. A defensive countermeasure, I think. Molag Bal's forces were upon us in an instant. They were captured by Daedra, led by Judge Zivan. In the confusion, I managed to slip away. I've been scouting around in scamp form ever since. The mages are on trial inside the Hall of Judgment. I could hear Judge Zivan shouting at them. We must help them. A magical barrier shields the entryway to the hall. It's powered by elemental crystals. We must destroy the crystals and collect a key to open the gate. You must hurry. Daedric justice can be swift. Collect the gate key from the coffer to the north, and destroy the 3 crystals to bring down the barrier. There's 1 crystal in each tower. Meet me near the Hall of Judgment's entrance when you're done. I'll continue scouting until then. trial is over. Judge Zivan found my companions guilty and sentenced them to death. They were taken to the cells below the hall while preparations are made for the execution. I'm working on a distraction to cover our escape. Did you find the key? An excellent suggestion. There's no time to waste. Let's get inside and free the others. I thought this was going to be boring.
The guilty are drawn to us like torchlights are hiding. Come and be judged, mortals.
Head down to the holding cells and free my companions. I'll guard our way out of here.
You're no god. Grab that key on the table and open these cages.
Ah, the fresh air of freedom. Thanks for opening that cage.
They found me guilty. Me! I'll make them rue the day. Rue, I say!
Oh, a familiar face. This one didn't recognize you at first, but you arrived just in time. Tarami thought we were done for once Judge Zivin sentenced us to death. But how do we get out of the Hall of Judgment? They're not going to let us simply leave. The trial was a farce. They just wanted to make us squirm. Judge Zivin went on and on about fairness and equitable treatment, but he decided we were guilty from the start. Malkur? Well, why didn't you say so? Tarami wondered what happened to him. But this one has had enough of this place. Let's get out of here. We'll deal with the gate. Just keep them away from us until we're done.
You have been judged. You won't escape. You'll never escape my judgment, mortals. You won't escape. No one ever escapes my judgment.
time for you to die now. I'll execute you myself.
Wanting, Sybil.
Enough fun and games. Let's get out of here.
Diversion I set up is working. Hurry before the Daedra notice and come after us. We fought well, didn't we? I think we might just have a chance at turning this disaster into a successful operation. We've opened a portal to the city. Feel free to use it if you want. We're in your debt. Without your help, the others would still be locked away, or worse. We'll get to safety and begin stabilizing the portals to Nirn right away. We fought well. We've opened the... All right. Let's head out. We've got portals to stabilize, you know.
A secure vault makes for a confident heart.
It's always nice to meet a fellow pilgrim on the path to enlightenment. There are all manner of secrets tucked away in this forest. Just have a care around the plant life. It can be temperamental.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again. This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experiences with the ghost of Yofnir and the attack on the Earthforge. The Council feels that we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes and ears, with Aleph assisting you. She's gone to get some air outside. She can explain in more detail. If anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aleph. She's gone outside to get some air. Stendarr, guard your steps, my friend. I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't willing to do the same. She disappeared from quarters after the attack on the Forge. They've actually ordered the rank and file to search for her. No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aleph has already made up her mind as well. Not only does she think Colors ordered the attack, Aleph's convinced she murdered Yofnir. Damn it.
You have spoken to Merrick, then? Seen the Council? It is about time we acted. This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... We have been tasked with investigating Yofnir's death, yes? We should begin. Yafnir kept a room nearby. Aelith gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until we arrived. I shall keep watch here. Enter Yafnir's quarters and search for something. Anything to suggest a road to travel. Aelith knew she could trust you.
And they buy them. A true walker, that one. But Daba did not hear you approach. Too busy helping the shopkeeper organize her wares. So, organized now. And, Bellarata is nice this time of year, yes? Yes, Alien Ruin, not far from here. Newly opened. Head to Jossiger and you cannot help but see Bellarata. Very, scenic this time of year. If you hurry, Duraktar might even give you a tour, yes? Ah. Yes, yes! At least this is what Duraktar tells everyone. He sells artifacts from secret places, very secret. You should hurry. They sell like sweetmeats when the moons are full. Do not be late.
What have you found? Interesting, interesting. Ragenthar is a dwarven ruin. Why would he? We must travel there, comrade. See if we can uncover more. Relics? Jafnir was no scribe. He was like most Nords this one has met. A Warhammer diplomat. The guild lost some contracts because of it, but the rank and file loved him. Now Aleph is truly surprised. The guildmaster had the magical prowess of a particularly slow horse. What was he doing at that ruin? Good thought. Perhaps some in the guild hall saw him there. This one suggests you question our comrades at the trading post. Aleph will meet you nearby. She has some preparations to make. Meet Aleph on the outskirts of the trading post. We will journey to Ragenthar together.
Top quality merchandise.
First hold, so much death. I hear the place still smells of fire and death.
You look strong. Maybe you can help. I can't catch them. They're too big for me. The mammoths. They're drunk. Galathor's trying to corral them, but mammoths are dangerous to wake up, even when they're sober. They've already trampled the herdsman. Splash some of this water on the mammoths down the road to wake them up. Be careful. Their tusks aren't for show. Once you're finished, Galathor will pay you. He's at the mammoth's pen. Tell him Peruine sent you. Galathor's upset about this. We all are. It's bad for business when the mammoths get loose. Well, it does say something about the strength of our brewery, doesn't it? Strong enough to put a mammoth to sleep?
broken into the brewery! I was in the brewery when someone struck me on the back of my head. I must have been out for several minutes. Whoever hit me is still upstairs with the sacred brew. We've got to stop him. I didn't see him, but he must have been big. Huge. Probably an orc. What are you trying to say? At any rate, someone's got to go to the upper floor and check on the Rotmouth. I'd go, but my head's pounding like crazy.
The first fires will be lit soon. Alpha's head is thicker now. My turn to me.
What happened up there? I heard fighting. Firuin? I know she wasn't happy, but I didn't think. The brew. Is it safe? Then it could be anywhere. This is an insult. To me, my family, we've brewed rot meth for centuries. She was a mage of no small skill. She could do the most wondrous things with ice. You've never tasted ale so cold. But now she's gone, and the brew with her. You've got to stop them. I mean, we've got to stop them. She mentioned Balding Hill. We can only hope it's there. It's a rocky hill on the other side of the Mammoth's Corral. We sometimes take them there. The grass gives them a peppery flavor. I'd go with you, but I'm nothing in a fight. I'll stay here, out of your way.
Only we had more. Listen, if we work quickly, we can cut our losses. Those thieves didn't nab everything. One of the rot meth bladders is ready to turn, but we're short on a few critical seasonings. You're good with animals. Maybe you can help me out. Just a couple of things, really. Thunderbug hearts from the wild thunderbugs down the hill, and some maggots. And, well, if you want to know, there's something else bothering me. Can you meet me by the cold cave when you're done? It's right below our feet, so to speak. The entry's on the hillside. You can't miss the cold air coming from it. Promise you'll meet me there?
greeting. What is it?
the dead of Tanzelwell had a lot to say about Iren.
And fair day to you. And fair day to you.
I get you anything?
This one sells the best blades in Tamriel. No jokes.
When was the last time you saw crowds like this? I haven't seen this many people since that Khajiiti moot in Dune.
could use a break.
You have business here?
Hello there.
Can I get you anything?
Kura, Deni, Denata.
Please forgive me for saying so.
Kura, Oko, Jejota.
Open for business.
What is it?
I will dominate this world, and all others in time. The strong should always command the weak. The plan is in place. You are but an inconvenience.
to a Betma fraud to take advantage of reputable scholars like myself.
Jurakdar does not know why he bothers sometimes. Relics are old. I do not guarantee their potency. No secret. Jurakdar is a trader, nothing more. I sell things, you buy them. This is the way of things. At least it should be. Some people think differently. They say no one gets into Belerata, but Jurakdar is better than anyone. Why have a door that leads nowhere, yes? Want to keep someone out? Build a wall, not a door. Even if I wanted to show you, I could not. These people, they harass me day and night. There is no end to their whining. Get them to leave me alone, then maybe I might show you. Good luck. You will need it. The man himself could not get them to leave. Not the man, not his armies. These ones do not understand or leave the real tar.
This would never happen in Somerset. Where is a justiciar when you need one? That cat over there sold me a staff he said was older than the ruin itself. Well, it was old, all right. Fell apart in my hands not a mile out of Valenwood. Ancient artifacts must be preserved before you sell them. Everyone knows that. You're right. This isn't Somerset, after all. When all this war business is over, these savages should learn a thing or two about how things must be done.
He sold me a Welkin stone. Do Welkin stones dissolve in the rain? I think not. No, I suppose not. But it looked the way they're described in Magic from the Sky. What else could it have been? I suppose you're right. Should have asked, at least. I'd hoped to get my money back. Oh well, it could have been worse.
Jurakdar has dealt with you fairly.
We'll get
Now
him back,
go,
you'll see.
Please.
He'll rue the day he tricked us.
I will not repurchase the relics. I told each of you before this sale.
When we're through with him, there'll be nothing left but fur.
See how hopeless it is.
Don't believe anything that swindler says. Look what his garbage did to my brother. It's not safe. I bought the magic stone, slipped it into Elibor's pocket to get back at him for rubbing ivy. Sure, it's in my pack. I'll get it.
Brother, no!
Looks harmless, right? Wait, what's that tingling?
Are you alright?
We're leaving, Elibor.
Now you face my chosen soldiers. Cathutet and Kaus around you. Destroy these worlds. Like all worldly things, you will in time wear and be used up.
They're gone! What powers you must wield! Good, good. Time to pack. On my way, yes? What? You expect me to show you now? Not exactly. Jurakdar did say maybe, yes? No? Such misunderstanding over a little knick-knack. Just a rock. How could I know what he did? Most of what she gave me was harmless. In the ruins. Belerata. There is a ghost, yes? She thinks I am her lover. So she gives me things. Clothing, trinkets, things that belong to him. Most are harmless. All but dangerous? Never. Well, mostly. Fine, Jurakdar will show you. Come, follow me. I found this in Skyrim at the bottom of a lake. A sword with a poem etched into it. Also the name, Belerata. It took so long before I found Belerata. Well, let's begin. Our fates through the years are tied. A lover's kiss, not one denied. Our hearts awoke from blissful sleep, where battles break and maidens weep. Away to war, not long to part, with sword enchanted by his sweet heart. A lover's bond forevermore, to keep it lover's heart in store. Too sweet, even for me. But what can you do, yes? Come, she waits. Hold a moment. We should speak. Before we go, there is something you should know. Last time Jurekdar got out by the fur on his tail, the ghosts want her lover to stay forever. But there is a barrier within. Beyond are the treasures of the aliens, locked up for centuries. Nothing like the trinkets I sold. The poem on the sword opens the ruin, yes? More scribbles are all around the ruins. Poetry. Spoken randomly, they do nothing. But if we knew how they fit together, we could open the ruin and share in the plunder. We'll enter separately as paupers, but leave together rich as kings. So, you will help me? Before we go, there is something you should know. Last time Jurekdar got out by the fur on his tail, the ghosts want her lover to stay forever. But there is a barrier within. Beyond are the treasures of the Aliens, locked up for centuries. Nothing like the trinkets I sold. Before we go, there is something you should know. Last time Jurekdar got out by the fur on his tail, the ghosts want her lover to stay forever. But there is a barrier within. Beyond are the treasures of the Aliens, locked up for centuries. Nothing like the trinkets I sold. The poem on the sword opens the ruin, yes? More scribbles are all around the ruins. Poetry. Spoken randomly, they do nothing. But if we knew how they fit together, we could open the ruin and share in the plunder. We'll enter separately as paupers, but leave together rich as kings. So, you will help me? Once we remove the barrier, the researchers can examine the relics before I sell them. Jurekdar promises no tricks. Good. Take the sword as a symbol of our pact. I want it back later. I will keep her busy. You figure out the poems, and when we get out, we will both be very rich, yes? I have returned, my love.
My love? I cannot... Your sword, where is it?
You are tired. Let me come closer.
You are not Verondil. Get back.
My friend, no! What are you doing?
You are not a Lanway, yet you called me here. How? Still here after all this time? I had expected them to crumble with the ages. An old knight. Vorondil the Gold, they called me. I had lands, titles, slaves. All dust now. Even my love has forgotten me. You are not a Lanway, yet you... Still here after all this time? I had expected them to crumble with the ages. An old knight. Vorondil the Gold, they called me. I had lands, titles, slaves. All dust now. Even my love has forgotten me. A Lanway, Lady of the Weald. Surely they still sing of her? Her hair, bright as the sun. Her skin, pale as the moon. 9 years we were together, happy. Then the war. I'd gone north to fight the uprising and died there. She brought me here with words of light, but knew me not. When I went to her, she cast this barrier to keep me and all others away. I have been in this place ever since, waiting. Released from this nightmare, what else? Lanway remembers only the sword. Its enchantment blinds her to everything else. If I still had the sword, maybe. What? The sword? Give it to me! Were I alive, I could grant you such splendor. Alas, everything is dust. But I am forever in your debt. A Lanway, at long last I return.
Vorondil? You have been gone only a day, but it feels like an age.
Each day is an age without you.
Yes, true, but you... where have you been?
It is a long story, but come. Aetherius awaits.
Yes, together forever, as was always meant to be.
So long, my friend, and thank you for everything.